Guys, welcome to the first game of DK versus Tongfu. My name is Winter and I'll be joined by my Canadian brother this lovely evening. Welcome. 1437, dude.
Hey Winter. Well, looks like I made it for this game.
Yeah, how are you? Are you feeling better after your nap?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that feels so good. Like I think I really needed that. How did the second game go? I stayed until the first 3 minutes or 4 minutes of that game before I left, but it looked like they had Spec there on IG side. Was it a long game?
Um, it wasn't really a long game. It was just... Wait, I can't remember. Can't remember about the second game.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I remember. It's like a really straightforward game now. OD, they had OD on Shell 8 and basically just didn't pan out so well for them.
Oh, I see.
Tongfu first picked the Slug, and they actually ban out OD and they first pick Slug. Wow.
Hmm? Why do you think banning out OD is a surprise to you?
You just don't want to fight the Mushi OD. There's still a lot
Uh,
of heroes that are good.
I mean, the Slark pickup, that's what I'm quite excited about. Not often is this hero getting through the pick phase since ROTK showed what it was capable of.
You just get a BKB and you will be invincible, like he said. Invincible
Basically.
for 4
Invincible.
seconds.
Yeah. And Timbersaw getting picked up by DK. I think pre-level 6 the Timbersaw does extremely good against the Slark in a 1v1 situation, depending on how much farm the Slark gets, because like normally we've seen the teams that pick Slark either safe lane or off lane it, like just solo, and not give him too much support. So let's see how.
You know,
Yeah.
Tongfu has... They picked the Slug before this and they ran it on the safe lane twice. If my memory serves me correctly, the 2 times they ran the Slug was on the safe lane.
I think also later on in the game, before Slark gets BKB, the Timbersaw is capable of dealing a lot of damage, forcing out that ult really early. Like I think the best way to deal with Slark would be to just try to focus it down as much as you can early on in the fight, so that he has to use his ultimate, and then after that he just has to run away. If you ignore him, he just gets too many stacks on his
Essence shift.
essence shift, and then he just starts to deal way too much damage. Like if you allow him to get too many dark packs in fights and pounces, like they're both really low cooldown. 8 seconds on the pounce and 6 seconds on dark pack, and they both deal 300 damage almost, while pounce deals 280. But still, if you allow him to get like 2-3 of those in a fight, you're most likely going to end up losing that fight. So even though Sark can go basically invincible, quote unquote, you can still manage him by just focusing him early. I think
Yeah,
that would be the
the
best way to
Timber
go.
Saw would be a good way, like you mentioned, to deal with him in the fights. You can use your AoE spells to damage him when he has his invincibility, his so-called invincibility on. And if you look at the matchup, Slug versus Timbersaw, if it happens to be the case, like 1 versus 1 on the side lanes, I would say Timbersaw will win the matchup very easily. Very, very easily. I don't think Slug can even scratch the Timbersaw in the lane.
Yeah. So looks like Alchemist. Not too many deviations we can see here in the bands.
Yeah, Elder Titan is completely ignored here by Tongfu and by DK.
It seems that after the extra 20 damage nerf, like he's just fallen off completely. Winter, what is this? I guess it's also that teams have learned how to play against it more. Like teams tend to gank him earlier on in the game because like he has no escape mechanism and he's just really kind of easy to kill. So apart from that, I think the 20 damage nerf put a really big dent in his presence early game.
There was
Lanes.
one game where Speed Gaming picked him up and they won.
Oh yeah, the last pick though. The last pick, the Titan against LGD. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, LGD.
No Mushi, Queen of Pain as well. Tongfu's gonna take that hero out. Next
Oh,
assassin going to be picked up by DK. So this would
uh-huh.
maybe be the support, I would say, for DK. But they have ran the next assassin on the mid position for Mushi as well. So
They have. But if they do that, they need to run a really hard carry on Burning, right? So,
a really hard carry would be something like a anti-mage.
but like
Or
Burning has been playing a lot of like Maranas and stuff lately, so something that's not a really hard carry, but something that two heroes can carry with together, like Burning and Mushi. So it could be like a Rubik Marana, you know, Nyx Assassin aggressive challenge. But now that they see the Chen, oh man,
they want to set up, from what I understand here, the picks, they want to set up for a triple lane against the CM's safe lane, and they want to have the Timbersaw matchup against the Slug, and Mushi would play something else in the middle, hopefully another lane dominator. So the plan is to just win all the lanes as usual for DK.
so you think if they want to set the Timbersaw against Slark, what if like Tongfu goes safe lane, but CM with the Slark, and then Chen in the jungle?
Then
And
then it could be
like,
difficult. Yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Because if you have a Chen in the jungle and they have two heroes against the Timbersaw, then the tables turn completely for this Timbersaw, I believe, with the Slark. Because the Slark with some help will be able to manage him. So, and Nyx and Rubik, they're not really some strong heroes going into the safe lane with. But Pongna, okay, the Mushi Pongna. So it does look like a support Nyx assassin.
I feel like it's not a Mushi Pugna. It's gonna
Not
be
Mushi, sorry, yeah, Burning probably.
it's gonna be a burning
Sure.
Pugna on the safe lane, and
Okay.
Mushi would be playing something else.
That's true, that's true. Mushi does not play this hero, Burning plays this hero.
Dragon Knight, I think.
Oh, Dragon Knight.
Dragon Knight, Pugna, Nyx, Rubik, and Timbersaw very strong early on. Kill
How
potential.
about Kunkka?
Yeah, Kunkka is also really good.
Because probably Tongfu will think that DK is the hero that that DK wants. Probably the hero that DK wants because
You were about
the
to
push
say
potential, right?
DK Tongfu knows that DK is a hero that DK wants.
I did say that actually. But yeah, Dragon Knight is probably the hero that DK wants, is what Tongfu is thinking, and they will most likely get rid of that or
Okay.
pick it up instead. Okay, fair enough. And obviously, Mu, he's a very good Dragon Knight player, and he actually plays that hero quite often, so no surprise here, I believe.
What is Mushi going to play then? What is Mushi gonna play? Something
Kunkka.
something that has to fit with the pushing lineup. Like Konka is also a very good option here. Other than Konka, what else do you think is in the fray for Mushi?
What else?
Thinking long and
Sure.
hard for this.
Feels rather difficult too.
Konka seems like the best solution here.
I think so too. Considering the hero's banned right now. Oh, all the Titan banned out. They did not. Okay, all the Titan being banned out makes me think that Joe is the only one playing this Slark,
Yeah.
right?
I think so too.
Okay, yeah. So most likely it will be like a one Slark that's gonna be supported by Crystal Maiden and Chen. Not gonna be tossed out in the offlane like BG.
I know what Tongfu's gonna pick the last hero. I got a feeling already. It's gonna be a Darkseer. Darkseer plus Slug and Darkseer plus Dragon Knight. The Ion Shell on these two
Man,
heroes.
that is so much damage. If that's it.
I have a feeling it's gonna be Darkseer for Kabu.
How about a TA from DK?
You mean TA on
Maybe-
Mushi?
Yeah.
But TA doesn't really fit the pushing.
It doesn't, but it's the idea that you can lane really good against the Dragon Knight, and probably with some one hero or two hero, it's gonna be a really
Yeah.
easy kill. And going in late game, it's a physical damage dealer. Obviously, Slark can take off all her refracts with the Dark Pact, but
Mhm.
if you can avoid that, or like actually, that's another reason. Like if Slark ever does go in, you can force out that ultimate really early by oh Doom. You know, we were talking the other day about the counter to Slark. The super hard counter. I mean, the counter to every hero. Being
Just
Doombringer.
say it. Just say it, dude. Just say the phrase.
You are doomed! You say it's your turn, man. Like this is going to be some. This is going to be your game. Take Winter. You're gonna have to take it away. You're
No,
gonna have
I'm not gonna do it again, dude.
to no, not till it happens, right? Not till it happens.
It's because Miracle is getting doomed over and over again. That's why I got into the mood into saying you are doomed.
Oh, Miracle. The rat.
The rat
The
got
rat
doomed.
catcher.
The rat catcher,
Rat
indeed.
exterminator. Doombringer. Actually, the exterminator of everything. Doombringer. We should just change his name to the exterminator. Like that's the only way I see it. Doom, what a nasty hero.
Darkseer, it will be. Iron Shell on the slot, Iron Shell on the Dragonite. Scary stuff.
You were right, and that's a lot of damage, man. Iron Shell, Dark Path, with combo, like this is so much damage coming off from the melee heroes on
Mushi is
Tongfu's
gonna play the Doom. This is really interesting.
side. You know, I still feel like they're lacking some physical damage on their team. Don't you think? Maybe they need. It just looks like DK needs like a book 3 kind of, but at the same time they are playing against the Chen, and that could prove to be a little difficult. But other than that,
they need to snowball very hard from the early game.
because if Tongfu at any point do get ahead, I feel like they can keep that up. Obviously, DK have a lot of chances to win back a fight with the lineup that they have. Instant smoke. Look at this. They want to get a first blood or something in Tongfu's jungle, but Tongfu isn't going to go into their safe lane. They're going to go scout out DK's jungle. Look what the ping is coming from. The Nyx assassin. He pinged
Here,
the
somewhere.
big camp. No, he pinged the big camp and there. Yeah.
They want to have the movement speed to get in there to ward. So before we start things off, game is currently paused, so it's the best time to make an introduction. Guys, this is the first game of DK versus Tongfu best of 3 matchup. On the side of DK, playing on the Radiant, we have Burning on the partner. Lamb will be playing the Nyx assassin. MMY or Mamaoya Weapon X playing the Rubik. Mushi will be playing the Doom. And Ice will be handling the Timbersaw. Just so you guys know, the Chinese name here is actually his real name, Daryl Kaw Pei Xiang. It means his Mandarin name. Take it away, dude.
Alright, and here on Tongfu's side, we got Joe playing the Slark, captain of Tongfu Mu, playing Dragonite. ZSMJ on Chen, Sansheng playing Crystal Maiden, and last but not least, Kabu on Darkseer. Not a hero that we've been seeing too much of, but actually we did see another game with Darkseer earlier, didn't we?
Did we?
It was, I believe it was, I don't know when it was. But I definitely recall the Darkseer being played and he was not farming. Wait, IG,
one game.
IG,
It was one game, right? I think one game of Darkseer before, like yesterday.
The pipe mech, it was today.
Oh yeah, YYF.
IG. Yeah.
So your memory was right in the end.
Yeah, actually, that game, a lot of it was a blur. Like my head was spinning like crazy during that game, and I couldn't think so well. But you know what's really interesting, Winter? I have never seen this before. Can you tell me what it is?
Quelling Blade.
I'll give you 5 seconds.
Quelling Blade. Quelling Blade
No.
on Wuxi? No?
No?
What's going on?
The Chen, look how many smokes the Chen has.
Oh, Chen has 2 smokes. I thought it was.
And then click the Crystal Maiden.
I thought they actually bought it wrongly, but they have 3 smokes.
Oh yeah, they bought 3 smokes right off the bat, and you know what this tells, right? They want to use
look at
every
here.
single.
They just scouted.
Yeah, and you know what? This ward is gonna be the bane of Tongfu. If they're gonna do these smoke gangs, and that's often the place where you run to before you smoke up. And if they do all 3 smokes at this end, it could be a really, really big problem, man.
Indeed, it will. And the Nyx and the Rubik are trying to maybe hope that Kabu would be greedy, run down the lane, but Kabu has Observer Ward scouting things out for him, so he knows exactly the position of the supports here. Timbersaw, however, has 1 point in radioactive armor right now, going to try and get this level 2 here. It's going to be fairly easy for him after drawing the Crypto back to his tower there.
You know, I'm not gonna favor, I don't favor Tongfu's lineup at all right now, because like Nyx Assassin against Darkseer is such a bitch. Like you're just gonna mana burn like 1 Ion Shell off the Darkseer, and that's good enough. And the fact that Tongfu's big camp is blocked over here, that's gonna prove to be a big problem. Because if the Darkseer ever has to go into the jungle to try and get some farm, he's not gonna be able to do that. He's not gonna be able to share with the Chen at all. And Ice, he's doing so good on top too.
Talk about mana burn. There's a creep there casting mana burn on Mushi.
I think it's probably not so relevant that Mushi is getting mana burned.
He's going to send the Satyr to top lane to mana burn Ice now. He's actually at level 3, going to deal a lot of damage to Shangsheng here.
Oh my goodness. He is taking a lot of damage. Is he going to be able to latch onto that one? It looks like he might have been able to get on that, and if he had boots, it would have been really big. But he's high level with the double creep wave pushing onto Tongfu. They were not able to push him out of the lane.
Yeah, look at him. He's just being such an annoyance to Zhou here.
Yeah, with all these creeps, like it's so hard. And if they get another mana burn off on the Timber side here, that's gonna be really good for them.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna get another mana burn off, unless Ice decides to abandon the lane completely. He's gonna have his boots now.
You know that sentry ward is so sneaky. Like
yeah, this one.
The Chen couldn't find it at all. Yeah, even though it's in the range, he still can't find it. He can't see it up that hill. So sneaky. At least the Satyr will probably help him farm up the double stack that he made a little earlier.
Yeah, talk about the level progression. Kabu is still level 1 here and 0 to 0. Ice is 5 to 0 and almost level 4. That's such a huge victory for the offlane for DK.
And you know what, man? Like Tongfu, they're banking on these smoke ganks, and I'm still preaching that this ward is gonna wreck them.
Yeah, this ward is the most important ward that DK plays right now for the early game. They were expecting a lot of rotations by the Chen and the Crystal Maiden, and they were right. 3 smokes from the start. Tells the story of the game.
Oh yeah, and they haven't been able to use it, and now it looks like bottom tower gonna be pushed, and Darkseer, he's still level 1. So he's not going to be able to slow it down too much, but at least he'll get a lot of XP right now. He's level 2 already. If he can get a shell off, is he going to be... No, he's not going to be okay. He's too afraid of the Nyx Assassin actually casting a stun on him.
Yeah,
if he got a shell off on the melee creep, that would have been so good.
Shangsheng's going to TP towards the bottom lane as well. Level 3 Crystal Maiden. They saw that Timbersaw's going to be really aggressive on Zhou here.
That's going to prove to be a problem, I think, for Zhou.
He can't take this lane. Timbersaw is gonna be such a force against the Slug in the 1 versus 1 matchup.
The Timbersaw is already ahead, a little bit ahead in the experience right now. So he's gonna hit level 5 before the Slug does, and under the tower he might be able to do some harm. But he was mana burned, so that is hurting Ice a little right now.
Yeah,
it's a saving grace for the Slug at the moment. That 2 mana burns that was stuff. And look at the smoke egg coming from DK now. They just, as soon as they kill the tower, they backed up and smoke.
Oh, the Rubik's gonna go in.
Oh no! Oh, the slow!
The slow from the Decrepify. Oh my god, that was so crucial for them to get the kill. That was very crucial.
Just gave enough time for when the Darkseer was trying to do the
search. Yeah.
Yeah, the cast point just wrecked him. So.
Very well done by Mr. Burning there.
A tower and a first blood for DK here.
Oh, Mushi. Is he gonna get caught out here? That's a troll trap here. Oh, Dragon Knight gonna ultimate and cast his Dragon Tail on Mushi. Mushi's gonna get frostbitten up. The Scorch Earth giving him a lot of regeneration.
Okay, they don't want to use it. They just want to give it to them.
Yeah, they didn't even want to nuke.
I didn't see where they smoked, because if the Crystal Maiden walked to the Chen on the right hand side, it should have been really obvious for Mushi that
something is
they were smoke. Yeah, exactly. That if they're moving together, they see that there's 3 smokes on Tongfu's side. It's like it's a smoke, but maybe the information just wasn't given, or they weren't paying attention because of what happened on bottom lane.
Yeah.
They were trying to get the kill, and the supports weren't able to keep tabs.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe they just didn't spot it. And ISSI is gonna get his arcane boots up. Joe is gonna have so much of a problem laning against him anymore.
Yeah,
Doesn't
at
have
least
his
he's about
ultimate.
to hit level 6. Yeah,
Needs
he's
his
gonna
ultimate.
hit 6 really soon now.
Another rotation from the supports trying to come up and give Joe help. They still have two smokes. Currently, only one smoke being used up. Nyx is gonna snag the rune there. Wow, they actually managed to pick off the Darkseer here.
Oh, Darkseer getting caught out in the jungle. Not somewhere he wants to be. And it looks like Nyx, he's gonna place another ward up. Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
the exact same mod.
But if they caught the word, if they caught the Nyx running into the jungle, then maybe they will know where he may have warded. If they clicked on him and saw that he had
He's
one
gonna
ward
doom.
when he comes
Moo
up.
is gonna be you are doomed
boy.
indeed. He's quite tanky though. They might die.
He's
They might
pretty
lose.
dead.
They might lose one hero. They might lose one hero to this.
Yeah,
maybe?
the Crystal Maiden Nova comes. Lanam, he does not have any mana, and he's just gonna be hunted here,
Yeah.
I believe. I don't think he can get away from the Darkseer.
Joe is gonna come in as well. Oh, Mushi gonna get latch on the pounce here. Do they have enough disable to kill him? Chen
Yeah,
is gonna
Sunshine
come
has
in as
another
well.
spell right now.
Oh, Shanseng's gonna Nova.
The Troll Trapper gonna ensnare.
Oh, Iron Shell on the slot. Iron Shell on the slot. That is what so painful to the Doom there.
Yep. But meanwhile, Ice did manage to get level 7 on top lane, and Pugna getting really close to a mech, and it looks like DK, even
Wow.
though they lost 2 for 1, they're pretty good position, I would say.
Joe actually tried to pounce on Ice there, but misses the pounce and ends up under the cliff. But he was lucky that no one else was there. Otherwise, he could have been punished. Middle lane, Mushi's gonna come back towards the tower here. He's gonna go into a Vanguard. It seems he got a Vitality booster.
That's really interesting. It's probably for the push, I believe. He just wants to be really tanky, so that.
Yeah.
And it looks like Mushi will just go into the jungle and give Lanam level 6 on mid lane.
He actually
Very good
started with a Quelling Blade against the Dragon Knight, and it doesn't seem to me that he has like a very good advantage over the Dragon Knight in the last hit.
You know what it is? You know what it is, Winter? I think the Dragon Knight was just to help him push out the lane quicker, because the Dragon Knight has a nuke, and it's so hard for a Doombringer to keep the creep equilibrium, like compete against Breathe Fire. So
You're gonna
they're
be
gonna
doomed.
doom him up again.
Moo is gonna be doomed
And
up
that's
again.
a lot of damage. Look at that crit from the Alpha Wolf.
Wow, the
Creep
surge.
there.
But Moo is still gonna die.
Yeah, you should get denied here. Oh no, they did not get the deny. And
And
that's a loss.
Kabu might be in trouble as well. Another Impale gonna come out here. Gonna go down as well. Impale landed on Kabu. Kabu's gonna take a fall. Joe is gonna
Right.
come in.
Oh.
Joe is gonna come in.
The SMJ, is he gonna be able to get a big nuke here?
Yeah.
And
Is he gonna?
actually-
They are not gonna be able to kill the Crystal Maiden here. And not the Crystal Maiden, the Timbersaw.
Timbersaw.
Joe is gonna get lifted back here. Timbersaw actually still manages to fall from the side.
Yeah, Joe already used his ultimate, so the chances of him coming back into the
Oh no,
fight.
Dragon Knight's gonna teleport in. Do they have a sentry? Gonna use his Dragon Tail onto Mushi. Gonna get latch on the slug as well. Burning is here. Mech up. Mushi still surviving because
Joe,
of the
he
mech.
just-
The Scorch Earth. Oh boy, that was so good. The mech. Return
Oh, yeah.
Return the
That-
fire
that-
breath towards the Dragon Knight as well, taking him down.
Exactly. Sick play coming out from Burning there, with the mech getting there right on time to save him. It's like the hero coming, the last possible second, and turning the fight. That looked like a kill for a Doom, but Sark as well using Dark Pact and then getting blasted by Nether Blast and just melting straight up. Two high profile kills falling.
DK has 4 Arcane Boots, by the way.
Oh man. Feels like an overkill, but you know what? All those heroes actually do need arcane boots. Do need arcane boots. And with Pugna, that means an infinite siege, man. Infinite siege.
Yeah, a lot of mana for blasting and blasting and blasting. Tongfu's gonna smoke up here. They want to defend this tower. But it seems like DK is far more stronger than Tongfu right now. If if Tongfu lose this fight, they're gonna lose the control of the whole game. This fight is very crucial. Oh, they saw Joe. Joe's gonna be spotted there.
Then they know that if Joe is just hanging around here, then they know all of DK's heroes are here. So
Mushi wants
is he
to
gonna
kill the
eat that
creep.
creep
Mushi
straight
wants
up?
to kill the creep.
Oh, he just sacrificed his
His Alpha Wolf, the creep.
yeah, for that creep. Interesting. I would have preferred, you know, Lanham use a stun and keep the alpha work because I think that's been doing work and helps when they right click down the towers. So,
Yeah.
but now he's just gonna use a tornado on Tongfu here. It's gonna be really funny to watch what the tornado will do.
Look at Mushi.
Dancing, setting his arms in the air like he don't care.
Put your arms in the air, he says. The Iron Shell on the Slug, Iron Shell on the Dragonite. I'm not sure if that's enough to win Tongfu the fight here. It's only a level 3 Iron Shell. They really should be trying to avoid fights already. I don't think they can fight here. This is too difficult for them.
Okay, but you know, Winter, what do you do, man, when you avoid fights against a Pugna? Like,
You lose your towers.
even if you try to, even if you try to split push, you're gonna lose your tower before you can even scratch the opponent towers. So, this is looking really bad for Tongfu. And Tongfu, the way they see it right now is that they need to win some kind of fight with ion shells, and they need to depend on that kind of damage. But DK, they just have so much AOE damage with the Pugna and Timbersaw. This looks like
and the Breathe Fire as
impossible
well.
fight.
Rubik has Breathe Fire, so a lot of AOE damage. If you run
man,
in
yeah,
and you get caught out by the Timbersaw, Chakram, the Blast, the Fate Bolt, and the Breathe Fire will just destroy you. And 4 Arcane Boots is just infinite mana.
This really does look like an impossible fight for Tongfu here.
It is
I
indeed.
really fear.
It is indeed looking really hard.
Another word, yeah. And this another word is like impossible as well for DK to kill. I mean for Tongfu to kill. So
Breathe Fire. They're just gonna use the Blast, and every time Tongfu does not engage, they're just gonna they're gonna go in.
Oh, here it
Mu
is.
Gonna get a.
The
He's gonna get
time
lifted. He's gonna get lifted. Joe pops his ulti. Mu is gonna drop really low here. Mushi is gonna get maxed up there. Going to be using his Doom on the most important target, the Slug. Slug is gonna get Doom, but it's gonna get Surge out of safety. Surge to safety. Sunshine dropping his ultimate there. That was not very useful indeed.
you know, Tongfu timed that really well with the Pona word going down. They went in between the time when the Nether word was on cooldown, and you know what? They tried to take the best fight, but couldn't do it. They went on to Doombringer, who was extremely tanky, and got a mech used up on him. So
Vanguard, Scorch Earth, Mech.
oh yeah, you are not killing that guy. If it wasn't for both of those two, Tongfu would have killed him. But had they killed him, it could have been a really good fight.
Yeah, it could have potentially been a really good fight, but only one. They technically only have one reliable lockdown, actually two if you count the frostbite. So it was not enough time for them to take down the Doom there. He was just way too tanky with the Vanguard.
And Malmo, yeah, I was thinking, why is there a Moo over here? But nope, it's just Rubik with Dragon Form, and that's gonna be big too. If he doesn't steal another spell in the next tower push, that tower is gonna go down that much faster.
Yeah, they have even more weapons to push down tower right now.
Oh yeah, and he has a lot of gold as well. Is he gonna buy a Force Staff here or a Blink Dagger? That is the question.
Both items would be really good. Force Staff, standard on the supports right now. Are they gonna do Roche or just maybe they just go to take the last tier 2 tower here? Yeah. Pugna should just build, like, do you think like Necrobook is going to be a good choice for them right now?
I think it could be decent because Tongfu isn't doing too much with in these team fights, and I don't think Chen is even getting in range to be able to cast his Holy Persuasion. If he does, I think they're just gonna like jump on him or something like that. Like DK are just overwhelming Tongfu at the moment, and Necrobook will just help them push. But at the same time, if they just buy like some really core items, it'll be the same scenario as well. Like no matter what, I don't see how Tongfu can fight. Like look at this Sark, he's so poor. He's got Treads, Bracer, and 1,000 gold. He's gonna probably try and build into a BKB just so that he doesn't get bursted in these fights. And
I think Mushi can kill him. Wow, why is Joe trying to lane against the Doom there?
I don't know, man. And here comes Lanham as well from the side here, just gonna stun and mana burner. Not even gonna auto attack with the vendetta hit. Just style points with the stun.
Yeah, just needed the stun there to make sure they get the kill. That was really... I have no idea. He sees Mushi teleporting in, runs up to the lane, and Mushi is trying to farm creeps in front of him, and he just runs up and tries to farm creeps in front of Mushi. And Mushi just dooms him.
I think his state of mind is just not right at the moment. He's probably talking to his team too or something about what went wrong in this game.
Probably. They were just talking.
Because when you first pick Slark, you must be really
confident
in your ability to play that hero. Because like the first pick hero, man, that's the hero that you think will have the big, like, it's a hero you can't play without or something like that.
Lamb is gonna come in from behind with a haste rune here. Timbersaur's gonna timber chain in, try to get some damage off. Lamb is gonna get ledge. He's gonna get ledge. He might go down here, spike carapace. He needs to drop an impel.
Oh, that haste rune, man, that haste rune. He's doing a lot of work, and now they're just gonna turn this around on Tongfu.
Moo's gonna drop the stun on Mushi. What is stolen?
Oh,
Dragon Tail is stolen. Oh, double impale there. Double impale. They're gonna take out another 2 heroes. 3 heroes down already. Moo might even be in trouble here.
They even dropped the wall for this, and DK, they're just gonna... Wow, okay, GG. Fair enough. Nothing more could be done about this game, it looks like, and Tongfu understand that, and they're just calling it. Really quick, game 1, Winter. Really quick game.
Really quick. The partner, it seems so much of pushing power, and Tongfu could not handle it at all, and Mushi was just way too tanky and a doom on several occasions. They were able to save him. Like, for me, the moment of the game was when Mushi was getting ganked in the middle lane and Burning teleported in and macked him. And there was 2 points as well. The decrep from the Pugna to get the first blood, and the second was the mac on the Doom. These two was the most important points in the game that changed everything, I would say, and put DK in the driving seat. So that's it for game number 1, Tiban. It was a really quick game, and we're going into a break, and hopefully Tongfu will be able to bounce back later with something different. So stay tuned, guys.